Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next match of the Zelda Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. Tonight, we have a matchup between cantaloupeme and AlmightyBobino. I am Elzo, and I'm joined here by Deus Ex Machina, aka Dev Gaming. How are you tonight?
I am doing great. How are you tonight?
I am actually doing much better than yesterday. Good sign.
Nice. Not flying by the seat of your pants tonight?
No, I've moved the wings up to my middle back.
Nice.
Give it a little bit more time, and they'll eventually become a paladin. Wait, what?
Well, hopefully tonight's race is half as exciting as last night's race, because that was nuts.
Well, you know what I want to see tonight? And this is going to shock everyone when I say this.
Okay.
I want to see a nice level 7 have a Wonderland Triforce and no required items, and you can just leave it. Oh, look, you started Death Armors.
Death Armos. Oh, we're going to get into... Well, it won't be an
There it
Armos
is.
item, because this will be the...
Death Armos living up to its name.
This will be the White Sword Cave. Oh, both runners take a death on Death Armos.
I didn't see what we have.
It was White Sword and... Or Wood Sword, I mean. Wood Sword, Blue Candle.
No, I didn't see what we started with.
Oh. I actually didn't see either.
Okay,
Power
it's
bracelet, it looked like.
Oh my, what is, okay, this is going to be an overwhelm.
Wow. Yeah, this is, this reminds me a lot of last night. They started on that screen, one south of, they're starting tonight, and, again, with Lionel's on the overworld. That is rough.
And you have Gurias too, so you're just going to, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So this, yeah, alright. So hopefully you guys like tight worlds, because this is going to be pretty tight.
And also setting up to make for a rough first bomb drop.
Yeah. Need some blue octaves.
Yeah, I was going to say, we haven't seen any blue octaves yet. We did find a candle shop, 63, so now if Cantaloupe can find himself a large secret...
I would certainly be considering a candle at this point.
Yeah, starting over here by the Dead Woods, a candle would be very nice to have.
Bobino will not get a bomb drop off in the Red Guria. And, oh!
Bomb shop.
But they're 37.
And Almighty funds the bomb shop.
Cantaloupeme is going to kill a Gibdo here.
Gibdos, there's some easier bomb droppers.
Yeah, they just have a lot of health.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're pretty easy to corner and take down. Now it looks like he's double backing towards the Dead Woods, so our runners will both be heading over in this direction, and then probably up towards the grave next, I would assume.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we have a level!
Level 2, and it's key blocked, and there's no way to pirouette that door open, so unless you can pirouette a bomb wall...
Yeah, you'd have to pirouette a bomb wall here, because if you don't pirouette a bomb wall, then you're just not going anywhere in that 2 right now. But thankfully, you don't have to do the weird turn now. Chat pointing out, it could be a 2 walking wall.
It could be a... Well, that could be first quest or second quest from that screen.
Yup. Could also be a shape. Can always be a shape.
Yeah, it could be a shape.
So this is in the 1 and 2 group. Which means for one of these runners, they will punch a ticket to at least the tiebreaker. For the other runner, they are going to have to win next week in order to get a ticket for the tiebreaker.
Oh. Yeah, because 2 wins guarantees you...
I think you have to have 2 wins in order to make it into the tiebreaker, and then if you get 3 wins, that guarantees you into the upper bracket.
Gotcha. I knew 2 wins was the big thing.
Yeah, if you can get to at least 2 wins, you have a shot. Oh my goodness!
Oh my lord! Well, I lied earlier when I said if he could find a large secret, he could buy a candle. He still can't buy a candle.
55 rupees for the large secret, folks. You hate to see it.
Yeah, poverty seed, definitely.
And we don't even know what the other 2 secrets are yet.
And the bombs weren't exactly cheap either.
Let's see. There's a magical sword.
Magical sword?
That's probably going to be 14 hearts, knowing this seed.
Yeah, 37 bombs. Wow. 3 away from max.
There's here one of our first power bracelet checks here. It leads to an arrow shot. That is a nice price.
Yeah, that's a good price on the arrow shop. The key's a little expensive, but it's good to find a key shop this early, especially since we already found a key block dungeon.
Yeah. Although, let's be realistic. With this low of a large secret, they might not want to. The murders may not want to buy that many keys. Ooh.
Oh, there's a candle.
Well, that'll do.
That'll save you some money.
Honestly, red candle as an Armos item is generally pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
Like-
finding a red candle early like this.
Like, it saves you from having to take a candle out of a tank. It saves you from having to buy a candle, and because the Armos item usually, not always, is seen early in a seed, it can be generally very beneficial. Cantaloupe without any bombs is going to go ahead and just go to East Death Mountain and do what he can. Ooh,
So
Bobino gets a buff pack.
That mid secret rolled up to the max 40. It looked like.
Okay.
So
It's a little bit better.
yeah, you're not gonna complain about that.
Nope. And 11 for the small.
11 for the small. Okay.
It's low, but it's not as low. But it's still, I think, better than a 2Q seed.
And where is he heading now? Maybe to the forest to start burning some bushes.
I can see that. Go to the forest, head up this desert cave, head up the desert caves on the way, maybe to near start. The 2 burn bushes there on the way to the coast power bracelet.
Almighty, meanwhile, has got a bomb pack, and he is bombing some walls, but not finding too much.
So the question is, where are the levels? Because generally, you want to find your first level before 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, they sort of did. They just couldn't get anywhere in that level.
Okay, technically that is correct, so they have found a level in under 10 minutes. That's like when that's like whenever I say I'd like to find a sword in under 3 minutes, and I find the magical sword immediately after saying that. It's like, well, I didn't specify which one. Oh, that's a kind of a nasty screen to get off of, but Bobino was able to make it. Still no candle.
Almighty is probably going out here to check all of these Armos, which wouldn't be a bad move this early, but unfortunately we know where the Armos item is, and he is headed in the wrong direction.
Cantaloupeme has elected to buy a bomb pack. I don't disagree with buying a bomb pack, although I would definitely think that this is a seed where you want to force as much as you can.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
That's for AlmightyBobino.
That actually might be a good thing if it gets him moving towards Death Mountain, though. Or
Now
at least towards
see-
the grave.
We're now going to see the tree clip. Oh, but this is kind of nasty for Cantaloupeme. Got to get in that stair. It's any road.
Ah, Mighty still, this overworld is just brutal.
Yeah, you have the gorillas, which will clip you at every opportunity they can get, like that. You have Lionels, which will shoot you like that.
Oh.
Honestly, I think any more of my favorite overworlds to deal with are like Moblin Dark Knight.
Oh,
What?
level 1.
This feels like 2Q. This just feels like 2Q.
Yeah.
We know it's not. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
We know it's not first quest because level 1 doesn't go this high in first quest. And while it could have been a shape, 2Q was just far, far more likely to be the answer. And look at that. Was the answer.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we can pretty much confirm 2Q 1 through 6 with a free Triforce on the floor.
So, under normal circumstances, I would say you want to stay at level 1 because it's generally pretty quick and easy kills. But because it's like in this room, I would understand saying, okay, I'm going to come back with a little bit better offense because this is is not necessarily a difficult room, but it's a long room. So we find level 7 for the AlmightyBobino. I keep saying Balbino.
Bobino, but
Yeah. This looks like it's gonna be a shape.
could be first quest.
It could be. There's the bait block. We'll know in this room. Yep, this is the shape. I don't think level 7 goes all the way to the edge in the quest.
Yeah, and first quest it stops at the E. Okay,
Yeah,
so
get
we got
shapes.
shapes back half, 2Q front half. I like shapes.
Honestly, I found I just like all shapes. Like,
Yeah.
not just because I've gotten used to shapes, but honestly, it just feels better.
What is this Trolldango skin?
It's Joldargo.
Exactly.
It's exactly what it's advertised as. It's Joldargo. Hi, Blue Wish Robes. You don't have to be cleared. This room, however, could be an item. And it's just
This is
multiple.
also a great room to force a bomb drop in.
Yes. This could be an item for Cantaloupe. Gonna try to get onto. It gets onto the block. And does have the red candle, which is actually really effective for taking out Landforce. Ooh,
Triforce found in 7.
Shape 7 is a little bit of a tougher call, but I can definitely understand the call of just leave. Cantaloupe is gonna like to take the staircase, and Bobino is gonna go back into 7.
Ooh,
Neither of these are necessary. Go ahead.
Cantaloupe found a key.
That's really good. I like keys.
Yeah, that's what I was actually just getting ready to say. I don't blame him for taking that staircase, so he can maybe get around some of these key doors.
Yeah. Takes a red bubble pop, but does have the red candle.
Red candle. Oh, key found for Almighty. Oh, there's a blue bubble, thank goodness.
Yeah, the trouble with this room is Cantaloupe doesn't quite have enough health to double pancake armor it.
Hmm.
If Cantaloupe had a little bit more health, well, it doesn't matter because Cantaloupe is going to show off that vanilla combat prowess and just get through the room, making it look super easy. Hard on the floor in 7. That's a good. It's good to find that early.
Yeah, especially with this overworld.
Not only that, but the floor drop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. Now you only have to look for staircases. Cantaloupe is looking for the other floor drop in 1. He's only got a couple more rooms to go.
Yeah. It's going to be in one of these 2 rooms on that side of the E.
Yeah.
Alright. Thankfully, this Blue Wizard room never has to be cleared because I can't have a stair. Oh no! Cantaloupe's going to need another key.
103 for the bomb upgrade.
Oh, and that slider block for Bobino. I feel like both runners are going to leave their respective dungeons here. Cantaloupe for lack of keys, Bobino for lack of wanting to dig 7.
Oh, Cantaloupe. No, I thought maybe had a workaround, but Bobino takes another death.
There's a glitch that can occur where, well, not really a glitch, but there's like a frame perfect turnaround you can do when you immediately re-enter the cave you were just in. It's very easy to do on accident, as Cantaloupe finds.
Yeah.
2Q4 is not a good level. This is when you just... I think you just take this and leave. This is the game telling you to leave.
He's gonna poke around.
I would still clear that room. Because that can very easily be a stair.
I know if you go into the room and an item is on the ground, it has to be a stair. Does the Triforce count as an item?
Yes. And that room normally appears in Vanilla Second Quest 3 anyway. Oh, hello.
Yep, here's a stair.
It's transport.
And
I would clear this room and then I would take the stair. Because if it leads back to the Triforce room, then you don't have to clear the Triforce room. Look out!
Meanwhile, Almighty still does not have a candle, which may impede his progress pretty soon.
So if this doesn't lead to that Triforce room, I'm absolutely clearing that Triforce room out right before I leave, which honestly may be why Cantaloupe is not clearing it now. Is it might be a case of, man, just go clear when done. This will be a staircase.
Nice. And it's a key.
Now I
Now
do
you can
wonder.
get that other item out of one.
Survey says this item is a heart. Now I do wonder how much time you spend in level 4 at this stage versus go clear the Triforce room, see what's in there, and then just leave. Assuming it's a staircase, it doesn't have.
Oh, this is not a fun room.
Galamy's handling it very well, though. Okay, I'm considering that staircase, that potential room as well. I'm gonna pick up the map. But not a stair.
Bobino, meanwhile, is in the Lost Hills.
Gonna check this.
Plenty of checks
spot.
up here.
It's an any road.
Found another any road. I don't think that Cantaloupe saw this.
No, Cantaloupe did not check the any roads. Cantaloupe left pretty much immediately out of that first any road. This cannot be a stair.
Yeah, correct. Because something with the game code causes the glitch out, right? Because it's the Gleox can't be in a room with a push block.
Yeah, there's an issue with the Gleox. It's specifically the fireballs the issue. And I almost think it's a case of just the block, the shooting fireballs in general interact really with the blocks because because Aqua Ministries have stairs. So it's something with the Gleox specifically. I don't know what it is. I would clear that Triforce room, see if that's a stair, and then just leave at this point. I think in 4, this is already pretty tough to get through because of the left roll there. Another death for Bobino in the overworld. Now, I do think I would take the time to clear this out.
I was just going to say maybe do a reset and see if you can get rid of that Pole's voice. Nope. But you did get a Stalfos. Even though it is a shooty Stalfos.
Over the bubbles,
rolled down.
Gotta watch yourself. You don't want to get Y-forced. Let's see. Does it push? It does.
It does.
Gonna do the double clip. And oh!
Wow. Okay.
Huge find. This is what I say. Clear that Triforce room. You definitely leave 4 here. You don't stick around for the 4 items now.
Now, the thing is, that's a great find this early, but it's not like Almighty's going to walk past it.
No.
So.
Unless Almighty's going to choose not to clear that room. Which
Almighty
could make the argument, I'm not going to clear this till I have a bell.
Yeah. Because of the
Goes at
Pole's
9.
voice.
And you're up the creek and you're paddling with your hands. Cantaloupe is now going to check the south coast.
Yeah, we saw the South Coast on Almighty's screen. Although I think that was a screen he died on, because I don't think that we saw the letter cave. But Almighty is headed in the right direction to find his red candle.
Oh!
Oh, no.
But the Lionel denies it.
I feel for him because I've had seeds like this. When I first started running, if I loaded a seed and it had Lionels on the overworld, I would just roll a new seed for myself. Cantaloupe into level 7. Let's see if he can get any further.
My guess is maybe.
Oh, Almighty's
No!
gonna buy the blue candle. I can't blame him though. He's nowhere near getting to the right Armos, but
Yeah, we know the Armos item is the right candle. Babino does not.
yeah.
They do not. They do not.
And this will get him. This will actually be our first look at Candle Row. So
There's a heart cantaloupe. More expensive bombs. And the Betty Heart's expensive too.
yeah, everything's expensive. The big shield's expensive.
You know what's not expensive in this seed?
Hmm.
Ganon. Ganon's not expensive. Ganon only
Yeah.
costs 1 arrow to kill.
Almighty's got to be careful. He's down to half a heart again.
This overworld has not been the friendliest. Cantaloupe has to come set us out of it. Finds the blue wizard broom of Doomy Dooms. Babino makes it into level 9. This is huge.
9.
Now, yes, it's huge from the standpoint of finding level 9, but also it's the Hyrulean Hospital. And Cantaloupeme, I think, deliberately took that hit to be able to force a bomb off of these.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Yeah. Gonna probably pick up the Triforce here. I expect Cantaloupeme will leave, as you're just looking for 1 item in 7. You've already got the silver.
Yeah.
I think this is a reasonably comfortable.
And he does have the Triforce out of 4 as well.
Yeah. And another death for Babino. This overworld is brutal. Completely brutal.
I feel like these 6 hearts are actually a major advantage right now for Cantaloupe. Well, now 7 hearts.
And
we still have the white sword item outstanding, so...
And this is the kind of seed that is actually going to favor a runner like Cantaloupeme, who has a lot of vanilla and a lot of combat experience.
Yeah.
Because I think in this case, knowing how to dodge and knowing how to handle some of this tough early combat is really going to be important.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't realize how good he was at vanilla until I saw him at Awesome Games Done Quick running. I think he ran 100%.
That sounds right.
I know he was scheduled to run 1 category, and then there was a donation incentive that changed it, but I think he ran 100%.
I'm gonna guess, because I haven't looked at it in a while, it was going to be a vanilla no up A run until the donation incentive got met.
Yeah. Cantaloupe finds his level 9.
Generally a very good find. You want to know where that is as early as possible. 40 rupees.
Yeah.
Again. And Cantaloupe's built up a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah, because he didn't have to buy the candle.
So
now he did buy a bomb pack, but
yeah, that's not a big deal though. So we're starting to enter what I consider to be the mid game, where you found a couple of levels, you're starting to get your items, but now you're really looking at, okay, if I find a level, I'm probably just going to go ahead and dig the level. Level 2 is still on the docket and available for the runners to do, but they may be holding off on that for a little while, trying to find some other, perhaps more lucrative levels first.
yeah, 2Q2.
Sorry,
Yeah, I was just saying 2Q2 isn't as lucrative, I guess. I don't know.
It's also very far out of the way.
Yeah. Babino finds his 6th heart, so now he is guaranteed the white sword item. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say that we're gonna find some dungeons up here in Death Mountain.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the remaining limbs of the white sword item is the rat. These are tree limbs. Tree limbs. Unless you have hot dogs for hands, then well, your mileage may vary. Can't let me get to use the last bomb instead of going for the horse. Does not need to buy arrows. Gonna skip the meat because you've seen the meat block. Although you could still have a meat block.
Oh,
nice bomb.
perfect global.
Finds another arrow shop. Bobino finds a bomb shop. Doesn't need to get anything out of there though. That Octorok is out for blood. Like, no, get over here. I'm not done with you. Ooh, the cheap keys.
Blue ring. Blue ring, vanilla price of $250.
It's not too terrible.
So about the only thing that rolled down that was cheap was arrows, and the game just gave us silver arrows almost immediately.
Well, that's if you go into the 2Q4. That's the thing about it. There's nothing says that you have to go into 2Q4 here.
Yeah.
He's going to finish out a lot of this West Death Mountain and ends with some money.
Well, my prediction that we are going to find some levels up here is getting slimmer and slimmer.
I feel like we're recorder blocked.
Bobino finds his level 1.
Cantaloupeme takes another Gorilla attack.
He may be heading towards that level 2.
Yeah, I think level 2 is a fair play here. I would hesitate to go down there without bombs, but you could get bombs at level 2. You could get bombs off of this guy. Bobino has found the IHOP.
And he's found his Dorito.
Now, I've never been to an IHOP where the floor is attacked. But I have been to other restaurants where I've been attacked by them.
Bobino's going to go back into level 1. It'll be interesting to see if he uses that first key and finds the third item that Cantaloupe left without.
Well, it's only going to be 2 items in level 1. In second quest.
Or second item. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was the second floor item.
Yes. Back to level 2 for Cantaloupeme, which is a nice mauve color. At least I think this is mauve.
I don't really know.
Somebody in chat is probably going to tell me why this is not.
The hardest boss in the game, the rupee boss.
Yes. And there... Was that a ladder? That was a ladder, I think. Pretty sure that was a ladder. But Cantaloupeme doesn't have any bombs.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, but there's a walk-through wall.
Oh, they could have walked through that wall from the very beginning.
And there's an item. It's a bow!
Oh, my goodness.
Bow and silvers early on, and we believe the ladder's here in 2 as well. If that's the case, Cantaloupeme is going to be very, very happy.
Yeah, he's basically in Triforce and Go mode at this point.
But need some bombs. See, transport stair could work. Okay. Okay. Gotta check that one room first, though. Oh, but it's slow. Okay, it doesn't matter. Everything's apparently coming up fruit.
Almost used the key.
I would like to know what fruit is D-shaped. That does not count as a Goma block bow because you do not need to kill that Gomer in order to get the bow. No, what fruit is D shaped? D as in bow shaped. The map, we get the A of the Eelt. Bobino's found the transport stand level 1, probably gonna take it. Need a key here. Cantaloupe does not have bombs.
Yeah, bombs tonight have been a premium. Oh, you can't burn Aqua Ventus.
It's a ladder!
That is the ladder. You just gotta figure out how to get there.
We know how to get there. We don't need bombs to get it. We just need a key. And I think a key for a ladder is a very reasonable trade.
I'd spend it.
Dun 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 dun. This is a loaded 2.
Yeah. 2 with all the goodies tonight. Except he's still... I'm not sure how he's going to get to the Triforce. Apparently the Triforce is south of where he's at. With no bombs.
You can get through this room, so you may be able to work our way around.
Oh, there's the compass. Oh, he's going to have to spend a key for the Triforce.
Again, also, I think a reasonable trade.
Yeah, but keys are getting to be a problem, too.
Keys are going to be a problem for the whole seed until the any key is found, just because of the way this is set up. 2Q1 through 6 and shape 7 through 9 is actually, I believe, the lowest overall key count of a combination.
Wow.
I think second place is 2Qs 1 through 6 and 1Q 7 through 9. Basically, if 2Q is involved, it's bad on keys. That's the point here.
Now where's he heading? Is he going to get his coast item?
Yep. Get the coast heart and route from here, because I think Cantaloupe wants to ultimately be on this side of the world at this point anyway. I would like to get a bomb back.
Oh.
No bombs.
There's no luck tonight.
To get a... There we go.
Hey, there we go. Now I can finish out this corner.
Yeah. This is why forcing is important. Or at least knowing how to force is a very important skill to develop, and I would recommend developing it early on. Because it leaves you less at the game's mercy. Look at this number of hearts. You know, I have to say, though, it is nice to be seeing items early instead of just all hearts.
Yeah, like last night when we saw, like, 7 hearts and no items.
Yep.
More hearts.
There's another one.
He could already do a max check if he wanted to.
So I think if you're Cantaloupe me, you're going to skip digging 7 and 8 right into this point, but I do think it is a good idea to at least tech 3 until you get meat blocked. And 5 isn't terrible. We have seen the bait block in 7. It is useless in 7. We have not seen the bait block in 3. And that is a heck of a convenience fee. But Cantaloupe is going to go ahead and pay that convenience fee. Which, honestly, Cantaloupe is not likely to buy a blue ring, I don't think. Certainly has the combat prowess to not need it under any stretch.
The only blue ring shop we've seen was out in the middle of nowhere on Death Mountain.
Maybe the only other things you're going to buy are keys or...
more
bomb upgrades?
Bomb upgrades.
You're going to buy hints, but you're going to save, and then you're going to buy the hints, and then you're going to retry, because you don't lose that money.
And that's assuming that he even finds the book.
Yeah, the book could very well be the other item in 7. So you'll notice that AlmightyBobino is standing in this spot.
Oh, there's the white sword item.
That's huge. At this point, if I'm Cantaloupe, I'm just Triforcing Go every dungeon. Make the game tell me I have to get a raft.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 raft spots. If one of them is a dungeon, very low mathematical chance of that happening.
But not 0.
It's never 0. Finding more potion shops.
Bobino still trying to get through this level 1. Really committing to this item, but I think at this point it's very unlikely to be something. Well, actually, no, it could still be a useful item. Red Drake would be great. White Sword would be great. Magic Key would be great.
Any key?
Great. Yep.
Yeah.
So there's still a whole lot of useful items out there. Just nothing that looks like it's going to be required unless the raft is required. I do like the strategy to use the pancake armor as much as you can, but this you got to be careful. Oh, and that's why. That right there is why.
And that's a tough room being that close to start, and you have to clear it to even continue progressing.
Yep.
Cantaloupe looks like he's probably heading. Oh, he found a dungeon.
6 is an item. 6 is items. I think if it looks like items are going to present themselves on their way, or it's easy clear, I might go look for them, but I'm not going out of my way for them. Oh boy!
Oh.
That's the grabby hand. Thankfully, Cantaloupe was right next to start, so it's not that big a deal. It's a bomb pack.
Oh, there's bombs.
Ironically, Red Candle would be very helpful for Bobino here because you could just stay in that kind of center area.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to say, how long do you keep digging this whenever you still know that you have the white sword item out there, you still have the Armos item out there? At what point do you just call it and come back later?
You're missing a whole bunch of levels.
Yeah. You got the Triforce, so if you find the recorder, which you figure you're good chance you're going to need, then you just recorder back here.
So I can't speak much on this topic because I'm very bad about doing it myself, but knowing when to cut your losses is very important.
Yeah.
Cantaloupe keeps a sword throughout that whole room. Which, whenever you have red bubbles in a spiral, is really hard to do. I think at this point, if you're Bobino, you just gotta cut your losses and say enough's enough. And granted, I'm not sitting here from a strong position on that because I am very much known for tunnel visioning.
Yeah.
And just sticking around way too long.
Yeah, I get, and at some point it's almost a matter of pride that I will get through this, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, and of course we have, you know, a little bit of, we can sit here and metagame because we know what's out there. We know that he's only a few screens away from his white sword recorder that would allow him to come back here anytime he wants. Mm-hmm. We know that the red candle would actually help him in this dungeon.
Does get through it, though.
Cantaloupe takes a bop by a red candle as he's pushing that block. Gets a sword back, though.
And it's more likes. I think that's just what Bobino wanted to see.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say you got rewarded with more likes.
Like.
He probably does not likes.
So you're saying you don't like the like?
Oh no! How do you get to that Triforce? You gotta go down and bomb over, I guess.
Oh, and it's just the boomerang in level 1. Well, there's the art. I think I checked this room to the left for a staircase. It's right here. You might as well. Unless Cantaloupe me's seen the staircase item. Oh, maybe in here, actually. This could be it. Nope.
Mighty's gonna be happy to see another heart container, I think.
Yes. I would have checked that room to the left. Just in case, but I definitely understand saying, nope, I'm getting the Triforce and leaving. 9 hearts for Bobino, 11 for Cantaloupe.
Oh, there's another blue ring shop a little bit closer to civilization.
I'm not quite sure how much closer that is. Given the,
well, you could,
that it's a vanilla 5 spot.
if you wanted to get there, you could whistle to 6 and screen scroll across. And there's level 5 at the bottom of the waterfall.
Walk into the waterfall. Wipe off the stench of failure. Wait, what? That's not a thing.
Another key door, though, that you cannot pirouette open, and he only has 1 key.
There's only 1 key on hand. There really is the question of just, what do you do with it?
There's the power bracelet on the floor, but we already have that, so that's just for our knowledge.
Not the item that Cantaloupe may wanted to see. I'm pretty sure. Unless you want double power bracelets.
1 for each arm?
Yeah, why not? You'll just lift the boulder with 2 hands.
Kind of like you do, what is it, Link's Awakening, where you carry the boulders around and you can throw them at enemies and stuff?
Yes. Or like that one room in, also Link's Awakening, I think it's Link's Awakening, where you have to throw the pot at the door to open it.
Yes. Yes, I do remember that. Alright, we got our first transport here in 5.
Chad is saying we can do the Spirit Temple now.
This could be the item room, maybe?
Yes. It could, but you'll need a sword.
Oh, he lost his sword.
Yep.
I did not notice that. I did not catch that.
The red bubbles are pretty plentiful here in 5.
It always seems like there's more red bubbles than blue bubbles.
That's because there is. Even in vanilla, there are more red bubbles than blues.
Found our other transport.
At least part of it.
I maybe would have took that just to see if it came out in that Dodongo room.
I could see checking the room below it first. Do your due diligence. Wait a minute.
He now has 2 keys in hand. He may need to go back to start and use one of those keys to get in those other couple of rooms.
Well, there's the
room
compass.
we haven't seen.
I would go ahead and grab the Triforce here, get my sword back, and then jump back into the level, because that Dodongo room does look suspiciously like an item, but also, do you even bother with the item on the hope that it's something like a red ring, a white sword, a wand, and any key that's going to really help you? Or do you say, you know what, I have my stuff, I'm going?
Yeah, at this point, I think he's in Triforce and Go mode. Like you say, if he comes across an item on the way, then I'm sure he'll pick it up if it's something useful.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he's going to go redig a dungeon after he knows where the Triforce is. Mags were at vanilla level 6, 1Q6, over by the grave.
Yes. Not the most...
Chat was asking where it was. But yeah, it's so not impossibly far from start, but it's not near any levels either that you can just quickly whistle to. Cantaloupe does buy the bait.
Given that level 3 hasn't been seen and explored yet, I get it. I think I'd do the same, because if level 3, if you start anywhere near the bottom of level 3, you're likely to get blocked.
So what are we looking for? We're looking for level 3 and level 8 still?
Yes. And you can
Those are
imagine
the-
which of the two would like to be found first.
Yeah, those are the only ones that I don't have marked. Babino finds level 6. And you know what we haven't seen yet tonight, Alsoa? Dare I say it? We
Patrick.
have not... we haven't seen that either. But we have not seen Forgotten Spot.
Oh dear. No. It's gonna be in Forgotten.
Are we gonna go there again?
Look, we all know that the way this game works is you clear everything before you do Forgotten Spot. Even Shapes 8! Or 228!
And then when you have 100% cleared everything, you realize Forgotten Spot holds the bow. An hour and a half into the seed.
But not this time. This time, Forgotten Spot will hold the level 8.
Yeah. Could very well be a dungeon.
See, can't let me gonna use their last bomb, and as the spectacular rock is an entrance to nothing.
Gonna try to get a global off of these Lionels.
No dice.
The silver arrows are paying dividends for him right now, though. Very... we didn't really talk about the offensive upgrade that they are. You know, who needs a wood sword when you have silver arrows?
Also, I am being reminded that we have seen a back.
Nah.
I'm not convinced.
Hmm.
But that's okay. It's hard to
Maybe
convince.
you saw it, Patra. Hey, there's a bomb drop for a cantaloupe.
Get the bombs.
He may be headed towards Forgotten Spot right now. Now he's got another bomb drop.
All right, what is that Forgotten Spot?
Not a level.
It's money.
Oh, a very small, large secret.
That's still money. It's not much, but it exists.
Yeah. So what do we have left? We've got some recorder spots, a couple power bracelet spots maybe,
Raft.
and raft spots. What if the raft is required? My goodness. Well, there's our last large secret.
If the raft is required, I want it to be the floor drop.
We still have a lot of outstanding items in dungeons.
Yes. We're missing. Let's see. I believe we're missing an item in 2. We're missing an item in 4. We're missing an item.
No, we have both items out too. 2 is bow and ladder.
That is correct. I should look
we're
at the
missing-
tracker.
We're missing an item in 4. Basement item in 5, basement item in 7, and I don't believe we've seen either item in 6.
We have seen a heart container in 6, but there's level 8. Also, major thank you to BBQ.gov doing the tracking for us, making it look like we know what we're talking about, except I'm blind and can't see it, so therefore it doesn't matter for me.
Babino takes a death in that level 6.
On the Patra.
This is just a rough go for Balbino tonight. Now you got me saying Balbino. Babino.
I told you, when you say AlmightyBobino, you automatically just add the L.
But, oh, yeah, there's the heart container in 6. But yeah, he cannot get anything going tonight.
The chat has decided we will now be going to term Almighty Steve Balboni.
I'm good with that.
Oh no, it's a Wallmaster room! That means you gotta leave and come back, but wait! Potential item in here? If this is a red ring, that's really gonna be helpful for Albino. Bobino. Not Balbino, Bobino. Okay.
The raft,
Okay.
that could be equally big if
If you're on Team
If,
Bobino, you want 3 to be blocked?
yeah, because level 6 would probably be one of the. I couldn't see him going back to level 6 first. Let's put it that way.
No, I think you can. Well, hold on a second, though. Cantaloupeme saw a decent amount of level 6 compared to the other levels. 6 may be the first inclination. Just because of sheer exploration.
Well, he knows where an item is in 1 that he couldn't get to. So I think he would go back there first, get that last item, which we know is the boomerang.
That's fair. But Bobino hasn't been to 2 yet.
But yeah, then it would be 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might be right. He might go to 6 over a 2Q4 or 5.
You will certainly go to 6 before you go to shape 7 or 8. Bobino. Oh, well, that would explain why Cantaloupeme didn't check the room left of this room when they were in 6 originally, because that was where you came into the level. Wandinate. Triforce out of 6 for Bobino. Gomer Pile here in level 8, potentially blocking an item. This disproves the idea that the fireballs are the problem, because every other enemy that has fireballs, hey look, it's a Triforce.
Triforce out of 8. Alright, so now the hunt is on for level 3 for Cantaloupe.
We need to go find the apostrophe. And I guess there's an L too.
Yeah.
So in Vanilla's second quest, level 3 doesn't technically have a boss.
That's true.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, I never really thought about it, but yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Weird. It's too small to have a boss.
We're gonna get our first raft spot.
If this is level 3, that's good for Bobino. Level 3 trap block!
Oh my goodness, this just got interesting.
This is exactly what Bobino needed. Now, if White Sword and Red Ring are in here, Bobino has a huge opportunity to start pulling this back some. Not having the bow silvers here hurts a little bit, but Bobino can certainly do this. Alright. What kind of spice do you think we got going right now?
A lot of it.
I'm gonna say a nice chili powder rubbed steak with kind of a jalapeno butter sauce and a loaded baked potato with spicy peppered bacon.
Now this is interesting. His Cantaloupe he's still doing recorder checks, but I think he's only got a couple more to go over here in the grave.
Yeah. Well, there's another heart for Cantaloupe. Might get the magical sword.
Oh, he could. I would definitely check it being this close, and you got 2 recorder checks right there.
There's a heart.
There's a heart container on the floor in 3. That's one of 2 floor drops. And that's
Bobino
up in
picks
that
that up.
apostrophe as well.
Bobino did pick it up. Gonna wait for the blue wizards. Good patience there. And bait!
The other bait block, so bait is not required.
Honestly, that steak actually sounds really good.
Now I'm hungry.
You're welcome.
Alright, Cantaloupe is going to do a mags check.
And survey says, is 12 going to be enough? Yes.
It is.
We saw a heart container here in level 3, but Bobino out of keys.
Yeah, you might want to go pirouette that key door open at start and see.
Level 3 will never have a bomb wall in it. Or a walk-through wall. Well, okay, I say that, but you also can say the same about level 7.
Cantaloupe took a look at those hints. I'm wondering if he's thinking about it.
Well, you need the book first.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Probably just making a note of, okay, there's a hint shop here. In the event that I need something.
He has whistled back to 2. Where's he
I'm
trying
going
to get to?
I'm going to attempt to answer the question of why is there an apostrophe in 2Q3. There are so few rooms in base 2Q3 that I think the apostrophe was necessary, 1, to fill space, and 2, to actually give the player something to look for. Bobino's not pure-writing that door. Bobino's not going to pure about that door right now. This could be big. Cantaloupe is also on 7 keys.
Yeah, it's a curious decision. I wonder if Bobino...
Bobino's gonna get a 4. This is fine. We'll end up with a silvers out of this.
I would love to see him just grab these silvers and that Triforce and go.
Yeah.
Because we know nothing else in here is going to be required. It might be nice if he finds a red ring, or, well, a red ring would benefit him the most right now, I think. Yeah, Cantaloupe's back in 1. He's going to go find this boomerang.
It's not too
and then it's going to be curious where he goes after that.
There's arguments to be made for level 4, level 6, level 5.
He has both items out of 2. Doesn't know where 3 is. So yeah, it's got to be either 4, 5, or 6. I can't imagine you go to 7.
No, and definitely not 8.
Definitely not 8. There is still 2 items left in 8.
Yeah, but
you do the math play?
If it wasn't shapes 8,
Bobino's going to take this Triforce. Hopefully he goes back in there. If he bails...
Bobino did kind of get moved into it.
Oh, Cantaloupe's going to burn the boomerang.
Bobino is going to go back in.
Is going to go back in. All right, good.
Probably looking for keys, but now comes the problem. Bobino's no longer going to have the Triforce to be a clue that that room can have a push block. This could be disastrous for Bobino.
Yeah, we need an option in the tracker to show that when the runners burn an item. Yeah, that would be great.
Cantaloupeme
he's
going
back in 8.
Taking the gamble on a 2-item dungeon. It's not a bad choice. It's an interesting choice for sure. Just because level 8 is generally pretty large, but it's an understandable choice.
And you do have Magic Sword now. Magic Sword and Silver, so combat is not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Bobino's going to find, I believe, the heart container.
Well, this does enable Bobino to get the magical sword.
He could have got it before, but now we know that he definitely could get it.
Well, we don't know if it's 11 or 12 hearts. I think Cantaloupeme had 12 when he checked it.
He did. He had 12. So we know for sure Bobino could get the magic sword now.
Yep.
Bobino still has not seen the Armos item.
Yeah, this is something that I think tends to happen a little bit more often in these seeds, is because you start with the wood sword and can immediately go dungeon digging. I find that it tends to push you away from prioritizing that Armos item because, at least for me, oftentimes prioritizing the Armos item is I want to find combat. When you're hoping it's a wand or something. Yeah. When you start with a combat, it's a little bit harder to prioritize it. Not impossible, just if you find a dungeon, you often have the urge to just go dig it. Oh, the gravitational pull of the bomb wall strikes again.
Cantaloupe looking at his map, trying to figure out which direction to head in.
Look, I'm agreeing with chat that skipping the armless item really is almost always a mistake. I've been victim of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I still think having that red candle early was a huge advantage for Cantaloupe.
Yep. And now, Bobino's gonna keep looking for this item. There's the floor heart.
There it is. So floor heart. So 2 hearts and silvers. Hopefully he goes... No, he's gonna leave.
Bobino's leaving.
That is disaster.
That may be a race deciding decision. Doesn't have to be. Does not have to be, but it may be. We don't remember, the game is not over until somebody rescues a princess. But that is gonna come back to haunt Bobino.
Yeah. Yeah, and hopefully he just... Hopefully he remembers that Triforce room that could be a push block is 1 room in.
But that's the thing is, you have to remember that can be a block. Cantaloupe is looking for the raft. The raft is required to get to level 3, and the raft is sitting in 2Q6.
Yeah, meanwhile, Bobino has the raft, knows where level 3 is, but he does not have bow or silvers, and is also behind on the Triforce count. So his major advantage right now is having that raft, having the knowledge of where 3 is, but he really needs to get back to level 2 to get the bow, and he needs to go back into 4. Well, we don't know that the ladder is even required yet. You're always going to take a ladder.
I mean, until you see Zelda not in a Chevy room,
yeah,
you have to assume it's required.
And it is possible to kill Ganon in a Chevy room without a raft, but very hard.
Oh no, it's easy to kill Ganon in a Chevy room without a raft. It's hard to kill Ganon in a Chevy room without a ladder.
Ladder.
Remember, the raft doesn't let
without
you
a
cross
ladder.
the water. It only lets you cross the water.
Yes, correct.
Because the wood is very selective.
Oh, and there's our final item in 8. Cantaloupe saw a blue boomerang in the basement, said thank you, no thank you, and now found his floor heart. Now where does he go? He still has an item left in 4, 5, and 6.
Bobino
and
takes
7.
Another death on the overworld. Oh! Oh no!
Oh, he just can't get off these. This start screen is brutal.
Both runners have 13 hearts.
Cantaloupe is whistling to level 7. This is not the answer either.
Cantaloupe has decided not to go to level 6, it seems. The question is, where will Cantaloupe go after 7?
Yeah, he's digging a shape 7. Now, he is looking for the basement item, so it's easier to look for the basement item than the floor item.
Absolutely. You can skip non-stair rooms.
Ah, Bobino getting a potion. This
overworld has not been nice to Bobino at all.
No. So I think he is heading up towards... No, he's going to go do recorder checks. I was hoping he was heading up towards the magical sword himself, but...
Or heading to level 2.
Yeah.
Actually, Bobino
I bet
might just be going to level 2 here.
He might be doing this recorder check right here, because he got the recorder out. like he was doing something.
7? Hello? Again? Again? Why do you keep doing this game? You keep like putting it in the absolute weirdest shapes possible. Like, I would say this is a person with a hat, but that's a really, really long hat. And Bobino did not go finish off too well in the area. Also, you remember that part where I said that this setup might not be great for keys?
Yeah.
Cantaloupe has 9 keys.
Yeah, he has 9. But Bobino is living up to that prediction with only 2 keys.
Yeah.
And Dungeon 2 was immediately key blocked. He's going to get his magical sword here, so at least he'll be happy about that. And in 2 screens, he'll get his red candle. And he's going to be kicking himself for not coming up here much earlier.
Oh, this could be the item here in 7 in this little foot. This is the item in 7 in the little foot. Nope, that's a transport.
No, it's a transport.
Well, it would have made sense if that was the item. Oh, well, that saves the key.
And a free bomb refill. But
wait, when did Cantaloupe pick up a bomb upgrade?
I was wondering that myself. I missed him picking up the bomb upgrade, but
It would have to have been in 7 or... Okay, in 7. That makes sense. It might have happened very recently, then.
Bobino is going to buy wood arrows. Now, this could help him in that room in 4.
Yep. And it's not a bad purchase when you don't know where silvers are. But, again, Bobino has to think, oh, that room can have a stair.
Yeah, he's got to go back there and realize... Oh, he's not even going to take the red candle at this point.
That's a little interesting given that there's red bubbles.
Yeah, I always want a second form of repeatable offense, and he has not gotten the candle yet, or the wand yet out of 8.
I think Bobino's even... Well, Bobino hasn't even seen 8 yet.
No. Yeah, Bobino's still looking for dungeons.
And also, not burning the red candle. Wait a minute. Game. Are you gonna be sneaky? No. I was hoping we got a bait block on accident.
This has to be the item room.
Yeah. That bomb in the corner is a dead giveaway. And it's a heart container.
A heart. Gotta have heart.
Where is the N key? Because honestly, that's probably the most important item that's still out there that would be nice to have, or the red ring. But I'm assuming red ring's a 9. I mean, honestly, both. It could be a 9, and nobody would be surprised. Now, Cantaloupe is going to 6.
Now he's... Okay, now he's on the right track.
And Bobino's window is very quickly closing. And that was honestly pretty close to the start, so Cantaloupe should find it pretty quickly.
Yeah, because Cantaloupe, I think when he was in here the first time, almost immediately went up.
Yeah.
And he didn't really dig around here in the south. Was it this room right here even? Room.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
Oh no, Bobino's... Oh! Trying to fight the Gleox, the Gorillas to get them down makes sense here.
Yeah, I've done that before. Whenever you're trapped someplace, you just kill a bunch of them to make it easier. Another screen I do that on sometimes is that bridge screen.
Cantaloupe made a raft.
And he's near the raft spot too, so he's going to find it real quick.
Bobino's got to turn on the afterburners and set them on warp speed here. Because at this point, Cantaloupe is in a very strong position. Bobino's gonna buy some bombs. See where to go from here. I feel like 2's got to be the play here. See see, you can cross that water with the raft, but you need a dock wherever you're crossing the water apparently to use the raft. We do know where level 9 is. It's on Candle Row. Candle is gonna pirouette the door.
Cantaloupe's gonna pirouette the door, so we'll finally see what that door looks like. What that room looks like on the other side of that door.
Candle with a really high amount of keys right now. Well, there's left Mellis. And Candle may elect to buy a potion before going into 9. Okay, well, there's
white
the white
sword.
That doesn't do
if Bobino would have just pirouetted that door open, he could have had a white sword. I mean, he's got the magic sword now, but he could have had a white sword.
The map. Also,
10 plus minutes ago.
Also, the keys blocked Bobino from getting the Triforce here. Candle will be able to use the keys to get through. Fair explosions. That happens if so. There's a 2 things you can get out of the consecutive kill counter, which the consecutive kill counter is how many enemies you killed in a row without getting hit. One of those things you can get is a bomb drop, and the other one that you can get is a fairy drop. The bomb drop only cares about the 10th enemy you kill as long as it can drop an item and you kill it with a bomb. The fairy drop, if the enemy can't drop an item, you skip the fairy drop, and I don't think you ever get one again. But if you kill multiple enemies on the same frame, all of them will drop fairies. You know, going to use one of his 10 keys. Oh, yep, one of his 10 keys to get the Triforce.
And get another key. I really hope that if he sees a heart container in 9, he goes down the stairs and gets it.
Yeah. Because at that point, Candle will have all 16 of the hearts. Candle with
and of course, we know.
Go ahead.
Of course, we know that he has a pretty commanding lead and could afford the 3 seconds it would take to do it. But
it's 10 seconds. It is 10 seconds to go into a stair and get an item.
But honestly, though, how are you feeling at this point? If you last located a raft block dungeon, you might be thinking your opponent located that dungeon a long time ago, which they did.
I think so, but also you have to consider with how tough this overworld has been to move around on. How likely are they to have struggled with the overworld?
Bobino's going to see his I keep calling the ladder the raft and the raft the ladder. Sees his ladder on the floor, knows he can't get to it through the chute room, so he's going to try to find the workaround. Oh, there's a red ring in 9.
Well, that's nice.
Cantaloupe just put the game in easy mode. He's got the red ring. He's got the magical sword.
Has 9 keys, so magical key is not going to be that big a deal.
In chat, we are looking for a roar and a door. We're wanting to find the roar of Ganon. Unfortunately, we cannot hear the game audio in the commentating booth, so we are depending on you to let us know when we hear Ganon's roar.
There's a compass, though. Very important. Oh, she's right near start. Or she's near the bottom.
Not bad. Not bad, as long as it's not a magical staircase to get there.
Right. If it is, then, well, we got other problems.
Alright.
We get the useless square block room.
Bobino just saw that he's going to have to spend a key to get the Triforce. It's very interesting that he has been so key-starved this whole seed, and Cantaloupe just has more than he can even spend.
Honestly, it was the dig of 8, I think, that gave Cantaloupe so many keys.
Cantaloupe actually making his way. He may have just found a path to Zelda. It looked like he was only 1 or 2 screens away.
Might have a little bit of trouble getting over there, but I do think finding a path to Zelda and confirming that would be good to be here.
The game logic should never force you to do this block clip.
It will not.
So
There's
he
another.
should be able to. Yeah, there should either be another path, or else he could bomb up or down from this room.
Yep. Clips and glitches will never be required logically, but they can help you save some time.
He does get the block clip pulled off, though, and there is Zelda's room. So now he has confirmed the path to Zelda. Oh,
Now
and there
we
might
gotta
be
go
a
find-
staircase right here.
Just gotta find ourselves some bacon, and let me ask you this:
Mhm.
what type of? So most bacon, as we know, is smoked with some sort of. Do you prefer the maple bacon, the applewood smoked bacon, or the regular?
I like the applewood. There used to be a restaurant near my house that specialized in all different kinds of bacon. I think it was even called the Bacon Press. And they had one that was Black Forest bacon, and it was the best bacon I ever had.
Okay, Black Forest bacon. Need to add that to the list of bacon to try.
Yeah, I was kind of sad when that place went out of business. I'm sure my arteries thanked me, though.
For now.
Probably flowing a little more freely without all that cholesterol.
And the blood pressure probably a little lower without as much salt.
Yeah. Alright, Cantaloupe has seen a lot of this 9.
Still looking for Ganon. I'm a little bit convinced he's gonna either be somewhere along this far left that's in that little gap, or he's gonna be up in the...
Yeah, I'd like to see a map right about now.
Oh, Cantaloupe gets the clip? The left clip is a lot, more difficult to get, and I think Bobino's kicking himself a little bit for skipping that candle now.
Right?
It really would have helped. Bobino hasn't gotten the bow yet.
Oh,
Bobino leaves
no.
2 without the bow.
There's the map of 9.
Look!
That's not too bad. It's just a square, basically.
Look at this. We have 3 nubbins in this level. It's fantastic. Who doesn't like the nubbins?
Bobino went back in 2, but has now bailed on 2. He needed to go through the... He needs to try to walk through that wall as soon as you go into 2. And I don't know if he tried to bomb it or didn't bomb it. Thinks he has to bomb it and doesn't want to spend bombs. Where's he heading now? He's back to 6, I think.
Apparently we have a roar on Cantaloupe's side, and Bobino's out of keys. Wait,
Cantaloupe.
hold
Wait,
on.
Ganon was
Ganon was
one
right
room
here?
from start? How did this occur?
Okay, I have a theory. I have a theory because I know
That he
I've
ran
heard
through
of
the
this
room
before.
so fast he didn't hear it?
So the shutter door delays Ganon's roar, and because it's vertical, you move through it a little faster. So yes, you can actually get through that room without hearing the roar or hearing it so quickly that you don't realize the roar is happening.
I have had the same thing happen.
Bobino's
Okay.
back in level 5, but no keys.
He may be in level 5 for the first time.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I don't think Bobino's been up here. Wow. Yeah, this is Bobino's first trip.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, this overworld has just been brutal to him.
And Cantaloupe's already seen that stair. That's where the red ring was.
Yeah, he's trying to find that path to Zelda again. I think he basically just walked there. It's a very long walk. He might be looking for a shortcut, but
And Cantaloupe does do the mental map of 9.
yeah, I have never been able to actually track dungeons. I just try to mental map it as best I can.
I have found that I can't mental map dungeons. Alright, everybody, please get your GGs ready in the chat. I gotta actually pull up the race from here to see what the official time for Cantaloupe will be.
The official time on racetime.gg, 1 hour, 20 minutes, 19 seconds. Not a bad time. I think most of these seeds are averaging like 120 to 130, so
So,
maybe.
yes and no. The thing is, this flag set has a lot of volatility in it.
Oh yeah. Well, last night
our
race went for 145 or something.
Yes, and my experience has been that generally, at least for some, I've also seen races where if you're not finishing in an hour, it's tough to come back.
Yeah.
Like, the volatility factor is incredibly high in this flag set. Oh, gets the double stun, but kills both at the same time.
So it doesn't get the force bomb.
And it's not a stair.
We actually have not seen the stair item in 5. So
Yeah,
this would be the last. This would be the last piece of the puzzle that would tell us where everything is.
And we are joined here in the booth by Cantaloupe. GG's and congratulations on the win.
Hey, thank you very much. That was definitely an interesting start and finish.
So, the thing that really, I think, actually started to build up the difference wasn't necessarily thinking 2 earlier. It was actually the red candle.
Really?
Yeah, Bobino had died a couple of screens away from the red candle, ended up buying a candle. But the red candle kind of lets you do a little bit more freely with combat given the red bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And that allowed you to have a little bit of a better 2. And ultimately, just kind of gave you small incremental advantages that kept building up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that got me was, of course, I go into 2, and of course, I didn't think to check the walkthrough wall because I didn't know if it was first or second, so I just left, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I would have got the bow, but that didn't it because of, you needed silvers to advance farther. So, if I recall correctly, but yeah, and then, yeah, just getting lucky in 4 and finding the silvers, and the seed was just going so great. I was like, okay, I got this, I got that, we're doing good. And then I'm like, wait, I haven't found level 3 yet. And then after I checked my last location, I was like, crap, it's raft block.
Yeah.
Well, at least you had the recorder at that point, and choosing to go to 8 first, I think made sense, if nothing else from the standpoint of, okay, it's 2 items.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so, yeah, I went into there, and I just struck out there, and then struck out in 7, and then I was like, well, we're just gonna go backwards, 6, 5, and then 4. 4 would be always the last place I'm going in second. If it's second quest, I hate level 4, so was just working the way down, and then just got lucky in 6 and saw it.
And we are now joined by Bobino. GG's.
GG. Good job, Cantaloupe.
Oh, thank you, man. Where were you at?
I just finished 5. I haven't found 8 yet, but I had I had magic sword. I didn't have bow and silvers. I think that's the only important stuff I was missing. But I found
Gotcha.
except 8.
Yeah, that overworld was just brutal to you.
Oh,
the overworld, and I got stuck in a death loop on one of the dungeons in that freaking room.
In one.
Yeah, and one.
The lag was just breaking my brain. I don't know why I couldn't.
I'm just curious. Did you die on the start screen getting the wood sword too?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, we both did. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you guys proved that Death Armor lives up to its name within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So Bobino,
Yes, sir.
you're not going to like the thing that I'm about to tell you about the silvers.
Okay.
They were in the Triforce room before.
Okay. I wouldn't have gone back there for a while.
Yeah.
I think I would have done everything, gone through 9, and unless I found both items in 9 or got a hint, I wouldn't have gone back there.
We were a little bit concerned that because the Triforce had disappeared from that room, when you go back in there, you might say, "Oh, I don't need to worry about this because that was where the Triforce was."
Yeah, most likely. So I feel a little bit better that I didn't even get to 8 because I definitely wouldn't have found that for quite a while.
8 apparently is where all the keys in the seed were.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it up in Death
8.
Mountain?
No, 8 was one screen south of 9, recorder blocked.
Oh, okay. Yep, it's one of the ones I hadn't got to check yet.
Yep, and 8 had the good old wand, the magical boomerang, and then it had a heart. So there was really nothing of value in there once if you had the magical sword. But the Triforce wasn't. I don't think it was too far in, and I didn't realize it was shaped 7, 8, and 9 until because I was when I was in 7 just clearing stuff on my way back. I was like, wait a minute, this might be first quest. And then when I got a map, I was like, okay, this is shapes. Awesome.
I thought it was first quest when I was first in there too, until I got to a room where I could go one far into the L column. I'm like, uh-oh, I don't know where anything is now.
The trouble with 7 and 4 is if you're trying to base one quest you're in off of 7 and 4, it's almost impossible to do because they're so big that basically everything is 2Q4 and 1Q7.
Yeah.
Unless, of
And
course, you start in the spiral.
Yeah,
my mom said she was watching, so hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, level 3 was my last level. It was my second to last location on the map because I did everything except for getting the raft. I didn't dig because I was like, it's only 2 locations. I'm not going to dig for a raft. And then, it ended up being raft blocked.
I found the raft pretty naturally, but I felt like I finally found my rhythm and wasn't dying instantly. Having mags helps with that, but yeah, I probably would have been here for at least another half hour if silvers were in that Triforce room. Oof.
Yeah. 9 was pretty comical though. When I went into 9 and I found Ganon and everything, and I was like, okay, I just got. I found Zelda. I was like, okay, now we just got to find Ganon. Well, I never heard the roar in the second room as soon as you walk in 9. I never heard it. I walked in. I was like, after I up 8, I walked up and walked down. I was like, wait a minute, I heard a roar. Now I walked back down, and boom, right there it is. One room to the left of the entry of 9's Ganon.
That's funny.
Yeah, it does seem to happen every so often that because of the way the Shadow Doors block the sound, it makes it harder to hear him when he's at start if you just go straight north.
Yeah, that's the first time I encountered that one, but yeah, it's just I missed the full clear of the overworld and just missed, only spot I didn't check was vanilla level 4.
Yeah, I might have been able to get it a little closer if I hadn't I got stuck on that death loop for, it felt like an eons, but probably a good 5 minutes, just walking into one, dying to the likes, getting frustrated, walking back in.
Yeah, the one thing that I think would have helped you was early in the game, you were 1 or 2 screens away from the red candle under the Armos, and you took a death, and it was
saw that later.
really late before you got back up there. Yeah, if you had that red candle in 1,
that would
I think that would have helped you with the likes. Yeah.
Awesome, but
But,
it was a fun seed. I would have got frustrated if I had got to the end and figured out where silvers were, but since I didn't get there, I wasn't frustrated yet.
Yeah, something just told me in 4. I was like, wait a minute here. I think stairs can be in a Triforce room. I was like, if I don't check this now, it's going to be the last room I check in 4. So I'm just going to check it. And then when I saw it, I was like, holy crap.
I know that it can be the Triforce can still have stairs in it, but I didn't think of it at that moment.
And that was a
But-
pretty combat-heavy room too.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I appreciate you everyone calling comms for it and tracking, and thank you so much for the race, Cantaloupe.
Oh, anytime, my friend. You know, I'm always down for it. We didn't get to race any at GDQ, but at least we got a chance to do one here.
Absolutely, and you're 1-0 now, so now I gotta do my best to find a way to even it up.
Yeah, I know it's hard to believe that's only our first race ever, and all the tournaments and stuff we've done.
You asked that in the scheduling room. I'm like, wait a minute, we haven't. That's crazy.
Hmm. But then I think it's like Sausage Link and Captain Green I have raced in multiple tournaments. I mean, Captain Green I know I've raced at least in 4 tournaments, including Vanilla, and same thing with Sausage Link. We raced in a Vanilla once, and no, 2 randos. I think this was our 3rd. And I just seem to always get the same opponents, so it's always nice to race somebody new.
I think my first 2 tournaments I ever was in, I raced King Doll and I think UL in both of them. And I'm like, oh, okay, there's so many people in here and I barely know anyone, and I'm going to get the same half the same people again. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I think I can still get, there's one more week and I think you have to be at least 2 and 3. So I think if I get a good match next week, I still got a chance.
So, being 2 and 3 will make you eligible, I believe, for the tiebreakers. I don't know if it's actually a play-in race or just straight up tiebreaker to determine upper versus lower bracket.
I'm gonna assume I have a chance.
And I would say go into next week assuming that if you win, you will have a chance to get into the upper bracket. Yeah.
I mean, the other option is to race like nothing's on the line, and that's not quite not as fun.
I mean, to be fair, if you race like nothing's on the line, you might just do a whole bunch of stupid crap that doesn't make any sense and win anyway.
That's true. That'll be the one time stupid crap works.
That'll be the one time you dig 2 Q8 with nothing and come out of it with a red ring, a ladder, and a white sword.
Or you just go mode everything, and Silvers and Bo are both in 9, and you're like, yeah, perfect.
Calculated.
Yeah, that's still my dream scenario.
Oh, I had a bow in 9 on my last race. I was like, come on.
Yeah, I hadn't found the bow. Oh, no, I hadn't found the bow yet either.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bo was
in 2.
Mhm.
You both made the same mistake in 2. Whenever you walked in, there was the key door to the north. The south wall was one of the invisible walls that you can just walk right through. You don't have to bomb it or anything.
I only had 5
and
rooms left in 2,
bow
so
was
I
down there.
probably would have figured that out, but those red bubbles were pissing me off.
I mean,
And I didn't
that's a
see-
fair reaction.
Yeah, I didn't see the ladder in the shoot room in 2 the first time I went in there, and then when I came back through 2 again, I was like, oh wait, there's an item in that room. And I took a look. I was like, oh, okay, it's a ladder. I should go get that.
But I am headed out. Thank you guys so much for covering it, and thanks for the race. I hope everyone has a great night, and good luck next weekend.
You too as well.
All right. And I guess with that, we can start to wrap up.
get the
We do still have several races on schedule for tonight. Ongoing right now on Speed Gaming is Panzer Dave and Theo I don't know how to say that name. Theo
I think it's Tilo.
Tilo? Okay.
I don't know offhand.
And then later tonight we have. Is there anything later tonight? Yeah, at 10 o'clock we've got 3 races. Well, 2 races. Shaddy and Adirondack Rick on Speed Gaming 4, and Ston and Kathy
we
on
won a
Speed Gaming
race.
2.
We did it.
And then
Yay.
it looks like at midnight we have a race, Magic Friends and PDX.
That was my
PD
tracker
Yeah,
for the
PDX
race.
Rex on Speed Gaming. So, with that, thank you everyone who made this possible. We had Improbable Spork on the restream, bbq.gov on the tracker. I am Deus Ex Machina, and joining me tonight on comms was Alsoa. All right, we'll catch you guys later.